Hello everyone, welcome back to Minecraft. Just me today, and I'm also recording this episode instead of streaming because reasons. So what we're going to do today is take a quick tour of what you've missed since we've been gone. So I think everybody who watches my channel should know at this point that I'm pretty new to Minecraft. I kind of didn't play it all these years. I was on the fence about it. I've kind of had to stick up my ass about it and half dozen other games over the years, but I've gotten on board with the Minecraft bandwagon. I took down our tall lava plume. I will eventually build up a little lighthouse here, but for now we just have this. So there's a lot that's happened in the interim, and we're going to be taking a look at some of those things today, as well as kind of having a mid-season catch-up session. One of the things that you guys might have noticed, especially if you've been following me for a while, is that with my content, a lot of it is streaming to Twitch, and there's a lot of dead time in stream where I come on, I play the game, I'm waiting for people to come into chat. People never really come into chat. I have the same 2 or 3 people that always come to chat, and while I love having those people there, it just doesn't facilitate good material that translates over to YouTube. So now I've got thousands of videos on YouTube of just kind of like dead air of me just mindlessly walking around playing a game, and every now and then I'll be like, hey, that's bullcrap. Hey, that's... So I'm thinking about maybe taking a little bit of a shift in my content and maybe doing things a little bit differently going forward. Maybe I put more oomph and effort into my craft. I did put this pole here to support the structure of the minecart stuff. I built a helipad. I know there's not vehicles in the game, but you never know one day. And helicopter can land and take me to and from other areas and other people's Minecrafts. Now, I built this all by myself. It's our dock. Got all our boats. I put a lot of time and effort into building this. I'm quite proud of it. So other than that, it's me and Tyler playing Minecraft. I did the inaugural episode by myself. I believe we started out somewhere on the other side of the island. And then, when Tyler joined the efforts, we kind of migrated to this side of the island. And here we are. Now, longtime viewer, Lewis, you guys might know Lewis if you've watched for any length of time. I invited him in to visit Thalassa Novia, and he has been working on this area here. He's kind of crafted his own little area over here. I put this up, which I thought looked real nice. I learned how to do the lanterns and the chains and stuff. But yeah, I don't really know what Lewis has in mind for this place, but he's been working on it. Tyler taught me how to plant trees and kind of low-key make them grow immediately using the bone meal. My hope is to grow a lot of different types of trees on the island. But, yeah. One of the other things I did, and Tyler did some stuff too, is I made this lookout tower, or crow's nest, whatever you want to call it. Now, at first, I just had it open, but at night, those little bird fuckers kept crashing in and attacking, so I put a canopy, which I think is nice. You've got your lookout materials. Pockets weren't so crammed. Let's see. Wait a minute. That's not what I meant to do. So, ta-da! Look at that. Our bamboo that we grew. Our minecart goes off into the distance. All our animals. Tyler did expand the holding pen there. What's this? We created a mind area. And a little bit of a shooting gallery. How about we go down and take a look-see? But yeah, lately I've just not really been feeling the streaming thing. So I thought maybe I'll make just curated videos instead for a bit, and we'll see how that goes, because people might actually be more apt to sit down and watch a video if I'm talking through it. That, and when I do stream, I think I might start cutting the streams down more than what I've been doing, because I've been doing the long format thing for a while, and I think this will probably be better. I mean, at some point I may go back in and just edit down a lot of the existing material. Maybe not, because that would just be a colossal workload, but, So, Tyler and I had this big cave, and I had the genius idea, if I do say so myself, to create an archery range out of it. So there are no lights in here. It just dead ends. It doesn't go anywhere. But it's an archery range. Now the spiders can still get out, but I'm not really too worried about them. We'll just kill them if they get out. But I thought this was kind of neat, I like this idea. You can test your skills and practice and gather materials while you're at it. Now over here, Lewis kind of just randomly dug into the side of the wall and went down for materials, but he went so far down that he hit bedrock, which is as far down as you can go in Minecraft. And I thought, let's make this look nice. Now, he worked on these orangey parts with the brick and whatnot. I put the wood around the top and put the lantern. I need to finish typing what everything is. I put up signs all over the place, but haven't finished typing what they actually are. But this goes pretty much as far down as the game has allowance for. And down here, I'm not worried about everything looking nice. You're strictly just coming down here, looking for materials. Nothing more, nothing less. I did put that there for looks, though. I thought that was kind of cool. But, yeah, we're in the middle of season. May is our halfway point every year, because the new year on my channel always starts in November instead of January, because that's when I first started producing content back in 2017. So I thought we'd kind of do like a mid-season catch-up. Things are improving on my end. I've talked about my mental health and my physical health and so many different things on the channel over the years, whether it be through gameplay or vlogs or whatever. But I'd say for the first time in a long time, I finally feel like I have my collective shit together. Things aren't perfect. They're far from it, but I'm on the right path and I'm doing better. One of the huge contributing factors was I decided that I needed to just take care of myself. Because here's the thing. We're so caught up in politics and the news and what's going on in the world around us. But here's the thing. The world's been turning for over 4 billion years. Humans have existed for a short blink of that time. And then we've existed, like me and you, for an even shorter amount of that time. And we're going to live and die in not even the blink of an eye on the cosmological scale. So, at the end of the day, why am I getting worked up for stuff that doesn't have anything to do with me and that I cannot control? So, after the presidential elections in the United States last November and our candidate lost, I decided I'd had enough. So I decided to bury my head in the sand, and I haven't been looking at any news that's not very specifically video game news ever since. My life has improved. All right, this just goes around in circles. So, but my life has improved so much, you guys. I am so much happier. So right now, my main quest in life is to find happiness that I can maintain for the rest of my days and get my health under control. my binge eating and head hunger has been dominant in my life for a long time, but I started taking the supplement that's kind of dealt with the head hunger, and now I've been able to get back to OMAD and some days just flat out fasting, and I'm going to keep that going hopefully indefinitely, and I should be able to drop a good bit of weight. And no, 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 no. Motherfucker. I'll fix it later. I am going to have to put up a fence because even though it was daytime when I was working on building that structure, they kept coming out of the woods dropping down on me. I had to build that wooden thing like 3 times. Son of a bitch. But everything seems to be doing well, knock on wood. So, you know, I always say that, even though I don't really believe in that kind of stuff. Force of habit, I guess. But where? 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 You guys hear this, right? No, I need dirt. But Tyler and I were talking the other day, and he wants to slow down on the streaming stuff, and I think I do too a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to start focusing on really doing this and doing it correctly, instead of just kind of haphazardly doing it every day, half-assing it. So Tyler wants to kind of, on his end, he wants to like be more arrow focused on it. You know what I mean? Like not doing it just for the sake of doing it. He wants to do it with a purpose. And a lot of that, you know, is going to be finding games that we want to play through instead of just quote unquote covering something. So that's kind of going to be what we're going to do going forward. Now, granted, bear in mind, everything that I play on my channel, I play because I want to play it. I say cover a lot, like I'm some sort of news or, you know, you guys get what I say when I say cover something, right? You know? Jeebus. Here's the thing, I don't remember how far down. Shit. There were more stairs here than that. Well, no, that's not how that works. It. Hey. What's he doing out there in the day? Run! I go get more stairs. But we were talking about, we just wanted to get to the point where we were playing Minecraft for our own personal enjoyment too. You know, he was getting to the point where he felt like we were just doing it just for streaming. And he has kind of a point. I get where he's coming from. He wants me to kind of enjoy the game for what it is. And you don't always want to play it and feel like you're on. Although, I'll be honest with you, with Tyler, that's not an issue. That boy can't really do more than one thing at a time. He's never really been a big talker either, which is funny because in the decades that I've been friends with him, you know, that boy talks nonstop. We drove down to Florida and back and stayed that weekend. That boy talked the whole way down there and he talked the whole way back. But, let's see. There we go. I have to take that tree down. Something gonna blow me up if I try. I have an axe with me, so you'll have to do. So we decided to just start playing Minecraft for fun. And that's what we're gonna do indefinitely, even though this is kind of my streaming world. I'm just gonna let it be my main world too. So that's what's been happening since the last time you watched one of my Minecraft episodes. Ow. I really have been working super duper hard on my Jurassic Park stuff too. I kind of deleted all of it and started over from scratch, and I think it's way better the second time. Sometimes you just have to do that when it comes to content creation. Sometimes you just kind of got to start over, you know. And I feel pretty good about having made that decision. I need fence parts. I think it might be raining. It's a post. I don't know if it's. Oh, I had Pokemon Go open. I don't know if it's going to. Let me open the radar. I do think we need a way into the house that's not through the animal pens. So that might be the next thing that I work on. Because I do find that very annoying. Fences. I also need to get some books to go on the bookshelf here. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to walk out here without having to go through the animal pen every time. Oh, the other thing that I built. I took all of the purple diamond stuff, crystal, whatever, and I built this entrance here and this little area here. Now, it was my intention to just fill this entire area here with purple, but I need to mine for more stuff. I ran out. But this is just for fun, you know. I haven't actually come up with a complete purpose for this yet. My goal originally was just to have some of the tunnels like you see in the Metroid games. So I kind of blew all of our material on making it. But I do want to inevitably turn this into something really cool. It's just a side project that's going to take some time, you know. And it circles all the way back around. Doesn't look like the storms have made it here yet. They're still north of here. I have overhauled the Discord too. I've been working on it. If you are in the Discord, you may have noticed channels disappearing and reappearing. That's because I'm trying to get it just right. You know what I mean? I know that can be a little bit of an annoyance, and I'm asking that you guys just bear with me, please. You know, let me cook, as they say these days. I guess I could just go underwater and fix this up. That way, critters are less likely to come get me. Oh, I'm out of dirt. That's been a long time coming, fixing up that little spot. I also took out the land here so water could get further into the pen. I am going to create them a little more open water area when I get a chance. Although I guess it didn't dawn on me, all I did was just connect them to ocean water instead of fresh water. Guess I really hadn't thought that through. I'm out here poisoning my animals. Oh, Jesus. Does it really technically serve a purpose? If they get in here, they'll kind of be stuck, but that keeps them from, you know, jumping over and down on you. It keeps the creeper from exploding. I'm also trying to get my hunger down so I can get the achievement for staving off hunger with rotten flesh. So that's also, in case you're wondering why I'm not eating and bringing my health back up. That's why I'm working on that. Need materials. Yeah, we have the underwater doohickey over there that also helps us with not drowning. Definitely think we need to build more dudes. There we go. Make sure they don't grow too far out. There we go. I think that'll stop it. Not sure. Right here, critters. But I don't see critters. I'm just going to break this stuff down because I want the materials. Here are pigs. I didn't get inside. I'm low health and everything else. They will take me out easy. I also bred a bunch of dogs. I mean, there are a bunch out here. I wanted to get the achievement for that. I think I needed to befriend 15, so I've accomplished that. In my pockets. Then, of course, you guys, I think, have seen all this area down here already. But today, Tyler was able to come down here and make this area for lava farming, which is nice because we don't have to worry about going out and mining coal now, because coal replaces lava, and then we can just, you know, come down here. Ow. I meant to go down the ladder, not jump off like a numpty, but... Really? Our incinerator. But all in all, you know, I wish that maybe I'd gotten off my high horse a long time ago and really enjoyed Minecraft for what it was. But, you know, I can be a stubborn son of a bitch. I think a lot of us can be from time to time. And then there are times where I'll just die on a hill, like with Fortnite. I'm never, ever going to play it. You are never, ever going to see it on my channel. I don't care. But Minecraft is nice. I'm glad that I finally picked it up and decided to play it. I can play with my friends. All 2 of them. And, yeah. There's our little prism thingy out there. It really lets you see pretty far underwater, too. It's nice. I will do more Minecraft streams in the future. I will do more Minecraft episodes in the future. This is not like us saying goodbye or anything. It's just kind of saying so long for now. You know, I'm coming in to give you guys a big update on what's happening. I don't want to risk it with it being nighttime. I'm just going to stay in the house. But I do hope that you guys take advantage of the material that's there. You know, comb through on my channel, see if there's anything there that you might like. I definitely urge people, as always, to leave comments and tell me what you're thinking, what's on your mind. For the rest of this year, for the next 6 months, I have so much stuff planned, it's ridiculous. A lot of it's probably just going to be recorded stuff, you know. And that's another thing too. I have fought with my internet provider, Charter/Spectrum. They really are one of the shittiest service providers out there, and I've been over backwards trying to get them to make it right. They told me they split the node finally, whatever that means. So maybe the internet will improve. We'll see. Because I haven't been able to stream like overnight. That's always been the issue. The internet always goes out around midnight or 1 a.m. because they're working on it, which I told them that's fine. We don't care about that. We just wanted to work around dinner time, you know. The streaming hours are typically anywhere between 4 p.m. to 9 or 10 p.m. That's the golden hour for streaming in whatever time zone you live in. And that's always when it's going to act up the most. So this whole time, I've usually done my streams anywhere around 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. or whatever. And that's usually the time frame that I try to keep it in. Is that lightning? I have all the blinds and curtains pulled too, and I still saw that flash of lightning. But, yeah, the only thing left to do now is just to play Minecraft for fun, because we have a lot of other Let's Plays to focus on too. That's where my head is. That's where Tyler's head is. We have a few projects that we want to get to. like I said, since I've decided to focus 110% on myself, my mentals have been better. I'm not worried about other people. I'm not worried about what's happening out in the world. I just couldn't be fucked to care what's happening. I don't care anymore. If it's not straight, video game news, I'm not paying attention to it. And that's one of the better parts about being on Blue Sky now and Mastodon. I'm only posting to Mastodon. I'm not really using it in any other capacity. I'm just using it to post there in case people don't want to use Blue Sky. I refuse to go back to Nazi-occupied Twitter. That's just not a thing that I'm going to be doing. So Blue Sky is going to be your best bet for keeping up with me. But yeah, that's the update, folks. That's what I got going on. That's what's been happening. As the sun sets and rises, so does things on my channel, I guess. But I'm hoping that the next time that we come in and do an episode for Minecraft, there's even more to explore and more to show you guys. I have a few ideas. I don't want to spoil anything right now, right off the bat. I kind of want you guys to wait and see what I'm going to cook up. And then again, you never know what Tyler or Lewis might cook up since they both have access. There is a thread in the Discord where we'll post screenshots and stuff. So if you're ever curious, you can go over there and look at that. We also have a general Minecraft thread in there. Just for posting whatever. I wonder. Nope. No, I'm going to make it. Knew it. I want to be inside and safe when I try to do the food thing. Let me run. But I don't know what else I can say. You guys now know what the plan is. In the meantime, while streams are taking kind of a back seat, I will still be doing some streaming. I just won't be doing as much streaming. I'm not cutting it out altogether. I'm just going to be doing it less. I'm working on videos. I'm going to prioritize videos over streams. That's where my head's at. But I think that's about it. This is a short one today, just a catch-up sesh. Let you guys see what we have going on, see what we've built while we've been away, and let you guys know how things are going to start working on the channel for a little while. I'm going to think, what else? I do need to do something on the vlogging side, something big, something special. I'm thinking about maybe taking a trip sometime over the summer months. If I do, that'll give us some vlogging material, at least. Jurassic June ought to be huge. I've got so much Jurassic Park stuff planned, it's not even funny. You guys are going to get so sick of hearing about it. I have a few gameplays planned for Jurassic as well. They put out a second trailer today for Rebirth, and oh my god, it just looks so good. I cannot freaking wait. Anywho, I think that I'm going to head off for now. Thank you guys so much for letting me really dive into Minecraft after never having played it all these years. I appreciate you kind of sticking by me through my ups and downs. I know that we've had a lot of downs on this channel. I've been all over the place with my personality and my attitude, and I know that it's been kind of a mess, but it's all part of life, it's part of being a human with complications. You do the best you can to get by. But this game is lovely, and this game has really been healing me in the past couple of months. I don't even remember when we started playing it, but it has to have at least been a month or two now. And I think in a lot of ways, this game has kind of saved me and brought me back. I've woken up every day thinking about Minecraft and wondering when Tyler's going to have the free time to play with me. And We haven't done that in many, many years. You know, life has gotten in the way and everybody's got work and responsibilities. And even when those things don't get in the way, maybe your mental health isn't where it needs to be and you just don't feel like doing stuff and you don't feel like doing stuff with other people. It can be a crapshoot. It really, really can be a crapshoot. So I think things have kind of started to turn around in that regard, and things are much, much better now. And I hope things continue to get better because I'm fighting every day to make sure that they do. But I'm going to head out. Like I said, I can't sell the Discord enough to you guys. Get in there. Talk with me. Talk with the community. Roll your sleeves up and get involved. And hopefully next time we do Minecraft, I'll have so much more to show you. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Till next time. See you, folks.